Welcome to Round Glass. I'm Miriam Parker, and I am truly overjoyed to be guiding you today. I couldn't wait for it to be the right time to go on live. This is such an important subject that we'll be exploring over the next few sessions around forgiveness. We're going to be using love and kindness meditations as a balm, as a salve to help us let go of the resentments that we carry that enable us to be present and alive in the moment. Instead, we're holding on. So we get to let go, move from the past into the present. My question for you today to contemplate and help you enter your meditation with more clarity is I'd like you to bring to mind someone that you feel has hurt you, someone that you're holding a grudge, to say a grudge for, with, and imagine what it'd be like to no longer carry that grudge. So, which person is, I think for today, I would suggest thinking of somebody who is a real significant other, someone who's close to you, a childhood friend, a coworker, a family member. And just think about the good feeling that would be there if you did not have to carry that grudge. So, a lot of what forgiveness is about is it enables us to open our hearts. So, when we have not forgiven someone, either ourselves or others. Today, we're working on the other. Our heart is closed. It's a sense of closedness. And so if you're checking to see who do I need to forgive, kind of check in the quality around your heart when you think of them. But I hope that this inspires you as you think of the space it will make in your life, of the importance of forgiveness. And this is such an important part of the Buddhist pillars. So you have these three legs of your stool. What keeps you up and extending up towards your dreams? First is love, an open heart. Love is a very important part of the stool. Without it, it falls. And so forgiveness comes in this space. Love, an open heart, allows us to be in the now, a willingness to be vulnerable, tender, and alive. The second leg is wisdom, understanding where our experiences of the world are coming from. They're coming from us, which is awesome because that keeps delivering the control of our lives back to us. And the third is awareness and focus, the tool that brings to light what is truly happening in any given moment. So these three pillars, they work together. When you have a lot of awareness of the present moment, you'll notice your heart starts to open. When your heart starts to open, you have access to wisdom. So they work really nicely together. I'd like to point our focus to look at the mechanics of forgiveness. So there are three very important aspects to forgiveness. One is remembering that the first one is remembering that people don't hurt unless they are in pain. So think about when you are in a jubilant state of mind. Your first response to things is to share that jubilance with others. So the other truth that helps us to unravel any parts of us that are holding on is we don't really know what is going on in another person's mind. And the third is they hurt. It hurts you partially because it triggered a fear that we may be holding already around ourselves, and they've kind of activated that fear. So you look at some of those grudges we hold. There might be all of those aspects within it. So today we're going to be doing the love and kindness meditation to unravel some of the heaviness and unlock our hearts, open up to forgiveness. With that in mind, open up to receive your meditation posture that is in your body already. So sit nice and tall. If you have your feet on the ground, really make sure you can feel them, a palpable feeling of the earth. You're welcome to lie, arms open, palms up to the ceiling, the sky. Whatever meditation posture you decide. Make sure that it represents a fresh new start for you. As we enter into a posture that may feel familiar, let's see if we can keep our hearts open. Keep our body available to the good feeling and healing quality that is available to us when we are in the present moment with our body and breath. Open up to the healing properties of the present moment. By using the vehicle of the breath to sharpen our awareness. Use the breath to enter into your meditation today. Each breath new, fresh. Keep settling the mind by simply releasing tension. Looking for ways that we may be resisting being in the present. Letting go and allowing ourselves to just be here. You are allowed to be here now. We'll begin to use that forgiving mind as we notice places in our body that we're holding on to tension. And look at that tension, that resistance to release. Look at it with eyes of compassion, understanding. Are we holding on to experiences from our past in our face? Focus on the sensation of relaxing your forehead, smooth. It's this feeling as though you're opening the door to let the sun in. A brand new moment. Bringing your awareness to the space of your eyebrows. Inviting them to just be. to be vulnerable and present in your eyes by allowing your eyes to just sink down in your eye socket, no longer jetting forward, looking at what is in front of you, but allow your eyes to tuck in to this moment now. The cheeks falling in, the tongue relaxing on the floor of your mouth. Feel spaciousness in your throat. Feel length and a sense of tall majesty in your spine. And then the legs, they are rooted, connecting to the earth. Feel the legs and the seat as actual roots, strong, grounded. And then just check the body and the mind. Are you prepared? Are you in the most optimal state to open your heart, to let go of the burden of holding grudges? And then think of somebody that you're close to that you have shut down. Your heart has closed up on them. Maybe there is a feeling of mistrust, anger. And just see how that affects your state of mind. What would it be like to no longer have that? And then set the intention for today's practice to forgive, to begin the healing process. See that forgiving them is a part of your own healing, your own journey towards wholeness. And then invite somebody that you know loves you, that has strength of heart and mind, a teacher, to come and sit with you, to protect you and guide you while you meditate today. It's somebody that under their guise you tend to bring the best of you forward. Then bring to mind the hurt, the resentment, Really allow yourself to feel it. Mm. Know that it's not your fault. There was something in the chemistry of that experience that made you feel unsafe and protective. And then just observe how it has created a little scar, and feel compassion. Look at it with eyes of love. And just think to yourself, is the way that experience made you feel, is that truly who you are? Or is it just a fear? And then think of the person that that exchange happened with, the person that you've pushed away. And imagine that their action also was done out of some sort of pain, suffering that they had, that it wasn't really about you. Try to look at them with eyes of compassion, looking underneath the action into the heart, looking for what was that pain that led them to create the experience that you had. Because you know that we create suffering or pain to others only when we are in pain ourselves. And then finally, understand that you don't truly, absolutely, unequivocally know what's in their mind. But you do know that we are all pain avoiders and pleasure seekers. We want, all of us want to feel good. Imagine that whatever was causing them pain, that made them act in a certain way, imagine it was gone. They did not feel threatened. wish that for them. Wish that for yourself. And as you wish any suffering to be gone from your own heart, see how forgiving and letting go of that grudge is a part of relieving that suffering. So silently to yourself, bring their name to mind. And silently just say, I forgive you. Feel your heart wide and open. Feel your teacher and guide next to you, supporting you. And say 3 more times their name and that you forgive them. And maybe it's not today in today's session. Maybe it is. But just have the intention that you want to forgive them. That is the most important. And hold on to that for a round of 10 breaths. Focusing on the importance of forgiveness. The feeling of opening your heart again. Forgiving them. Dedicate your practice to continuing this journey of forgiveness and seeing it as an important part of your path to wholeness. See them lighter, see yourself lighter. Feel ready to deepen your breath and start fresh as you begin to open your eyes. Coming slowly back into the room around you. As you're coming to, I want to invite you just to check in. You know, we judge everything, so look at your practice today and see how you may have judged how you did. You know, notice that as an opportunity where you can apply love and kindness to releasing that judgment and offering up love instead to yourself for your practice and your beautiful intention. I invite you, if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask them now. But I want to address a very important question around some of the really hard ones to forgive, the traumas that we have. And it's important that this practice can work inside that space. But before we swing the door open to feel past traumas, we must offer a new way, some new resource in that relooking. So we open the door to something from the past, right? This thing has traumatized us so much that we're holding on. Our heart's like, yeah, no, I don't think so. So we need to offer one resource to ourselves when we look at that experience. And one of the most important is look for the place where you can see that it is not your fault. It is not your fault. And begin by looking at that place of releasing shame and releasing guilt that you've held on for this long, or that you think that you allowed something in that hurt you. I want you to first look at it. It was not your fault. And it is with this that we can begin to truly take responsibility and move forward, but only from a place of love. That is where the healing happens. It's okay to cry. It is a part of the healing, is, as I said, getting to that place of seeing what happened and then applying the love. There we can hold space for forgiveness. So sometimes it's easiest for me to notice, what is the quality of my heart? Do I feel that I can be myself? Do I feel very protected? Do I want to open my heart? Am I ready? You know, the question I'm seeing is, when am I ready to reach out and call the person and make amends? Take your time. Do it first in your meditation. Use your meditation practice as a rehearsal space, as a staging space. Creating space to have a chance to, with mindfulness and the support of your teacher, which I hope you got to have that feeling of how that helps, to really see, to really get to a place where you're like, it should feel like an aha moment. Ah, oh, that's right. Okay, maybe I can understand why this happened. Or I don't, without knowing the details, it's hard to imagine, but I believe that it has to do with being kind to yourself first. And then when you're ready, reaching out. Oh, can I access the feeling of clarity during the day off the cushion? These one-liners that I'm offering you, like these check-in points, are great for me. Litmus tests. Like, what I'm about to do, is it serving only me or is it serving others? That's one of mine. Maybe not so specific to the forgiveness meditation, but finding that clarity is, I think that one-liner is, people don't hurt unless they're in pain. And they're working from a space of scarcity and fear. And imagine the level of scarcity and fear to do the things that they did. They must have been really, really messed up. That helps. I hope you find clarity in that. You can always revisit this meditation. The best place to figure out how to find the clarity off the cushion is on the cushion. The best way to find the clarity on the cushion is off the cushion. So both practices, just keep in mind your practice during the day. Revisit this meditation whenever you want. There will be 2 more sessions. Next session will be forgiving ourselves, which is the pivotal one. Please follow us. We're here every day, same time. And you can follow us on the app at round.glass. Thank you so much for sharing this sacred time with me. Namaste.